everybody to know that I am off these streets. So y'all stay safe out there.
I may be young, but I'm ready to give you all my love.
Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's Michelle Amoré, and if you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Michelle. So today's video, I'm super excited to go ahead and do. If you don't know and you're not following me on Instagram, which you should, by the way, I was recently proposed to. I was recently proposed to in Aruba. I'll be linking my Aruba travel vlog up there so you can see what my man and I did on that vacation. But yes, I rung in the new year with a new ring, or like my only ring I really ever had. But yes, I'm super excited, and I can't wait to go into detail in this video and tell you guys about everything, how it all played out, how my man organized and planned everything for my engagement or my proposal, and all those super juicy deets. So go ahead and stay tuned and we'll dive right into it. All right, first things first, with our relationship, I really don't plan on divulging like a lot of like sensitive or personal information about us. I really am going to do my best on this channel and like just social media wise to keep our relationship low key, just because I think, you know, things are more enjoyed when they're enjoyed privately. However, I do love sharing moments of happiness and joy, and so obviously this is something I'm gonna go ahead and share. But in regards to our relationship, while I was in Spain, and if you don't know, I moved to Spain recently to teach English, but I moved back, and you can find out why I decided to move back in this video up there. But I decided to move back, but I knew not that I knew, but my man told me after the proposal that during the time I was in Spain, he had been planning for us to go on vacation for New Year's so that we could ring in the new year together, and he could pop the question. Mind you, I didn't know any of this. So when I was in Spain and he asked me if I wanted to go to Aruba for New Year's, obviously, y'all know your girl loves travel, and who's gonna say no to a trip? So I was like, yeah, sure, that sounds fun. Let's go ahead and do it. So he went ahead, booked everything, did everything that needed to get done, and I just got on the plane and left. So as we got to Aruba, we just went along with our itinerary, had a great time, did a lot of different activities. One thing I will say is that I had a non-existent idea that anything could have gone down on this trip. Like literally, I remember I was talking to one of my friends, Ruth, a couple months back, and she was like, what if he proposes to you in Aruba? And I was like, bro, that's like so not gonna happen. That's just so far-fetched. Like, I literally didn't even think that was a possibility. Don't get me wrong, like my future husband, but my fiance and I, we have been dating very intentionally. So I knew marriage was gonna happen. I knew the proposal was gonna happen. And I honestly knew that it was going to happen quite sooner than later, right before I started law school at the very latest. So I just didn't know it was going to happen at that trip. I just didn't know it was going to happen then. Anyway, I get on this trip and I'm just completely, oblivious. And for me, travel is just, I don't know, it wasn't that big of a deal, because traveling with your man is like, that's my love language, okay? Like, if you would love me, fly me out. So I wasn't really, my senses weren't heightened or anything. Like for me, it was just like a normal thing. Literally 2 weeks prior to that, he flew me out to LA, and we had a great time there and had a change of scenery. So it wasn't something that I was like, oh my gosh, something's really gonna go down. It was just us being us. So anyway, we get to Aruba, the vibe's great, we're just doing us, having a great time, enjoying each other's company and everything. The craziest part about all of this is that I suspected nothing. Like, my man was just so normal. Like, it was just so, he was just his normal self. And it's crazy because I'm a very, perceptive person. So I pick up quite easily on, changes in attitude and mood and stuff like that, especially in my man. So for me to not even sense anything off was, crazy that he could do all of this without me even knowing. And what's even funnier was that throughout this whole period and stuff, he's been saying things like, when do you want to go ring shopping? I'm like, why do you keep asking me when I want to go ring shopping? Is it me that's gonna marry you? Like, you're the one marrying me. So you let me know what date you have us booked to go to the ring shop, and I'm gonna get dressed and get in the car and go. But I'm not gonna be like, yeah, let's go look at rings tomorrow. Like, that's just so weird. Like, you as the man should put the initiative to get things rolling in that arena. Whole time this man already had my ring designs with the jewelers and was waiting for it to get picked up, and had already had everything customized and ready for me to go. And you're sitting here asking me when I want to go look at rings. And I knew something was kind of off about that, because like, my man is the type to take the initiative about things. Like, he's not the type to sit here and be like, all right, so, you know, like, he's a man. He's a man. So I'm just kind of like, I didn't think too far into it. Like, I was just like, I kept like brushing it off. I was like, whenever, and I would throw it back in his face. I'll be like, oh, whenever you're ready. Like, whenever you're ready to go look at rings, we'll go. Because I'm not gonna sit here and be like, all right, take me tomorrow. You're the one proposing. So that was just something funny that he was doing, and he was doing it to throw me off. So anyway, we get to Aruba. I don't notice anything. You know, getting proposed to is like the least, like the furthest, it's not even in my mind, okay? Like, it wasn't even a possibility. So we go through our trip, and then comes New Year's. And mind you, whenever I travel, my nails are always gonna be done. I come with the fits, you know, the whole shebang. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm an extra girl, it is what it is. So I was ready. I was ready for anything to have happened to begin with. So New Year's comes, and you know, we had a whole itinerary of things planned. He didn't say anything unusual, didn't do anything unusual. We just went along our day. But in the morning, when we were getting ready to prepare for our day, he was like, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna need to come back to the Airbnb today until later on in the evening when we get ready for our New Year's Eve gala. But yeah, he was like, nah, I'm gonna need to come back. So I was like, okay, cool. I guess I'll just come back and freshen up before the catamaran cruise thing. But that was the only thing off. I didn't know that he was doing that because he had a whole fit plan for the proposal, and I guess he needed to bring the ring too. So anyway, we go through our day, we get ready for the catamaran cruise. I'm looking cute because, you know, it is what it is, and he's looking fine as well because that's just what it is. And so we get on this cruise, but first of all, when we get to the place, the dock or whatever, where the ship, what is it called, where the boat and all that stuff is, when we check in, they're like, oh, for 4, right? And he was like, yeah. And it was just so weird to me because it was like only us 2. So I was like, who are the other 2 people? But I didn't question it much. And then he randomly goes, all right, I need to go use the restroom. And I was like, okay. And he just leaves to go use the restroom. But you know, like, my thing is that I don't question my man like that. So if you taking me on a excursion and we doing something, you know, I'm not about to sit here being too nosy asking, all right, who are the other 2 people? What's going on? And I'm just like, look, you treating me to this experience. I'm gonna just sit back, relax, and enjoy it. So thank God I'm like that, because if I wasn't, I would have been too nosy and messed up my own surprise and made it difficult. So anyway, he comes back, and there ends up not being 2 more people. So that was just kind of weird, but I didn't think too much into it. So anyway, we get on a small boat, and we get transferred from the small boat onto the big catamaran boat, and there was a photographer with us. And so when we get on board, the photographer introduces himself to us, and the captain introduces himself and all that kind of stuff, and everyone's just super sweet and just super nice. And I'm just like, you know what, this is how customer service should be always. Like, y'all did that, okay? So anyway, the photographer introduces himself, and he's like, hey, I work with the company of the cruise ship, or the catamaran ship, and we just want to take pictures of you guys for promo to put on our Instagram. And me being me, I'm just like, all right, cool, pictures? Why would I say no to that? Sign me up, yes, please. So I didn't think anything too much of it, and I loved it because it was like, oh my gosh, we have our own free private photographer. And I'm like telling my man how amazing it is. Oh my God, the pictures he's taking are so beautiful and they're so cute. And he's like, wow, yeah, look at how amazing this is. I didn't even pay for that. And I was like, okay. I really didn't think he paid for it. I thought, you know, it was really for the company and they were just using us for promo and marketing. So that just shows you how vain I am, kind of. Like, okay, go ahead and take pictures of me. I know I'll bring business to you. Anyway. Anyway, so he's taking pictures, he's doing his thing, and he's like showing me the pictures and the videos he's taking. I'm like, oh my God, these are so pretty, these are so cute. And he's like, yeah, you can find them on the actual company's website or Instagram and just take the pictures from there. And you know, I'm like, I want all the pictures, I want all the videos. And he then goes ahead and gives me his Instagram, and he's like, you can contact me and I can send you all the pictures anyway, since I'm gonna give them to the company, so you can have them too. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet, thank you so much. I was just super hyped, y'all. I was so hyped. And I was just really scared that I wasn't gonna be able to get it, so I had to get his information. But the photographer played that thing so well. So anyway, the catamaran boat cruise was amazing. Like, yes, it was kind of rainy, but it was just so nice to be on that boat by ourselves, listening to our music. My man and I are really into like R&B, like 90s soul type music, like love songs and stuff. So we're just sitting there vibing at Anthony Hamilton, John Legend, Brian McKnight and whatnot. And it was just great. We also get on the ship and they're like bringing us like little, what's it called? Horse divorce? Bro, I'm not French, but you know what I'm talking about. I'll put the word on here. That is so, whatever. But stuff like that, little appetizers and whatnot. And like they had an open menu. So I'm not much of a drinker, but I just had a drink. I didn't even finish it. My man had two. But I was just like, oh, he's just enjoying himself, I guess. But yeah, we just vibed out and had a great time. By the time like sunset started coming, the ship docked at like a private area of the beach. And I was like, okay, that's weird. Why are we ending the ship or the boat rides at a different place from where we docked and got on? So, but I didn't question it. I really didn't question it. I don't be questioning things when I'm with my man. I'm just like, all right, what we doing? Where we going? So we get off and we're at the beach and the photographer's like, oh, let's go take pictures over there. It's like this little, can't explain it. You'll probably see it in the video clips. I'll put video clips if I can. But like it was like this little area that was kind of closed off by like trees and stuff or bushes. And so we walk over and then I see like roses and like a whole setup. I hadn't read the banner by that point, but I was like, oh my, first thing I thought was like an engagement or like a proposal is happening. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I saw it and I had to like stop myself because I was like, let me not sit here reacting to somebody else's proposal thinking that it's mine. Like I was just so confused, so confused. So I go closer to the setup and I read, Michelle, will you marry me, on the sand in this big banner with a heart of roses and some champagne and like candles in the back. And I turn and I look at him and I'm like, oh my goodness. Bro, when I tell you, I was in such a shade of shock, like utter shock. And what's crazy is that I'm a crier. Like I'm such a crier. I cry at everything. And so the fact that I didn't cry just tells you how much of a state of shock I was in. I was just like, I cannot believe this is happening. Like he got me so good. When I tell you I was surprised, bro, I was so surprised. Like I was emotionally stunted. Like I was just such in a state of shock. So anyway, I turn to him and I look at him and he gets down on a knee. No, before he gets down on a knee, he like, I think he pulls my hand or something. I can't remember. But he like says kind of matter-of-factly, like, I don't need forever to know that you're the one. And then he gets down on the knee and proposes to me and asks me to marry him. And I say yes. At first I was so shocked. I wasn't really saying anything, I don't think. And then I was like, yes. And then he gets up and we kiss and do the whole shebang. And then there's a videographer there that I noticed. And then the photographer is taking pictures of us. And then we have like a little engagement photo shoot right there. And it was just so perfect. Bro, actually, I realized that one of my earrings came out. And so I had to be like, hold up, pause. Y'all not about to take pictures of me without my earring in. So I literally had to stop them and put that earring in. And even before we started our picture shoot, I was like, let me put some lip gloss on these lips. So I got my lip gloss from my bag, all while in a state of shock, so that I could look good for my pictures, because that's one thing I'm not about to play around with. So anyway, we take our pictures, we do the photo shoot, and we pop some champagne and watch the sunset. And it was just literally like my dream proposal. Like, I've always told myself that I wanted to be proposed to in a different country. Like, I just wanted to. Like, I wanted to be able to say,
I got proposed to in this country, took my pre-wedding shoots in this country, got married in this country, and had my honeymoon in this country.
am I extra? Am I annoying? Yes, but that's what I want. And it's funny because my man is such a simple man. Like, he's like super like down to earth, simple type of guy, right? Really relaxed, chill, laid back. And I'm all the fire and the spunk and the extra. So the fact that he matched my extra and gave me my dream proposal, bro, this man loves me. I also wanted to make note of just how perfect my proposal was for me. I've never imagined wanting a proposal where there was like tons of people or even strangers and stuff kind of staring. I really just wanted a very intimate proposal with just me and my future husband and just us. Like, I don't need all that extra. And so the fact that he made sure it was very private from the beginning to the end is just so special to me, because that's like a moment we'll be able to share and treasure and just keep to ourselves forever. So thank you, babe. So anyway, the ring actually didn't fit, which is okay, because I mean, it really was a surprise. Like, I had never went ring shopping. I didn't know what size my ring finger was. He thought that I told him that I was a size 4. I might have told him that, I don't know, but that's the size he got, but it didn't fit. But I got it resized today, just picked it up, so you know, we're straight. Yeah, that's how the proposal went. And then we went back to our Airbnb, got ready, and then went to the New Year's gala at the Marriott Hotel, or the Renaissance Hotel, and had a great night and enjoyed our engagement. So it was honestly such an amazing and romantic experience. I'm just so happy and just so blessed to have somebody so caring. And literally, sunset is my favorite time of the day. And he knows this. Like, I love watching the sunset, especially on vacation. I just love all the oranges and the pinks and the sky. And for the fact that he planned my proposal at my favorite time of day during my favorite activity. Like, I love boat cruises whenever I go to like tropical locations. Like, that's literally my favorite thing to do. I didn't even think I told him that yet, but the fact that he just crafted my dream proposal in a foreign country on the beach with the sunset cruise at sunset with my dream ring, like, it was just so perfect and so romantic. And I'm just so excited to spend the rest of my life with this man. So yes, that's my engagement story. I actually didn't post about my engagement until about like maybe 5 or 6 days after the actual engagement, just because I wanted time to just like relish with it. And we were still on vacation, so I didn't want my phone blowing up. I didn't want my phone blowing up. I was on vacation, still trying to enjoy my time with my man in this country, on this trip. So I waited and I waited until we got our pictures back to just go ahead and start telling people and make it public for everybody to know that I am off these streets. So y'all stay safe out there. I'm kidding, but I'm just so happy to just be with him, and you know, this is a forever ever thing. Ever thing. So yeah, that's my proposal story. Thanks so much for listening to me talk about my amazing proposal, and thank you, my love, for my dream proposal, my dream ring, and for being my dream man. I am just so excited and so ready to be your wife and to just do this life thing together. So anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Please go ahead and give this a like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
You a bad girl and your friends bad too. Oh, you got the swag, saucy drippin' swag, do. You a bad girl and your friends bad too. Oh.